Let's talk about the ghost in the room, the iPhone 18. Or more accurately, the iPhone 18 that apparently isn't showing up when literally everyone expects it to. Because if the latest mountain of leaks is to be believed, Apple is doing something it never does. They are skipping an entire year without releasing a new base model iPhone. No September launch. No shiny ad campaign. No Tim Cook saying good morning while holding up a slightly different colored aluminum rectangle. Just silence. Now, I know what you are thinking, but Apple releases a new iPhone every September. It is the law of physics. Well, not anymore. And honestly, the more you dig into why they are doing this, the more it actually starts to make sense in a very Apple kind of way. But first, we have to give credit where credit is due. The reason Apple can even think about doing this is because the iPhone 17 is genuinely fantastic. They finally stopped treating the base model like the "I'm broke, but I want a blue bubble" phone. The display is great. The cameras are excellent for 99% of humans who aren't shooting feature films, and the battery life no longer gives you an anxiety attack by 4 p.m. So, if the iPhone 18 is delayed, it's not because the current phone sucks. It's because the current phone is good enough to hold the fort. Here is the big headline. The standard iPhone 18 is reportedly not landing until spring 2027. That means the iPhone 17 will sit on the shelf as the newest base iPhone for over 18 months. In the tech world, that is an eternity. It's like a dog year. But this is part of a massive strategy shift. For over a decade, Apple's rhythm was simple. September comes, every new phone drops at once. But that model is cracking. Apple is widely rumored to be splitting its launches. In autumn 2026, the rich kids get their toys. We'll see the iPhone 18 Pro, the 18 Pro Max, and yes, the legendary foldable iPhone. The flashy stuff that costs a month's rent. Then, in the following spring, the normal phones arrive. The standard iPhone 18, the iPhone 17e, and maybe even the Air 2. Why? Because Apple's lineup is becoming a crowded mess. By the end of 2026, they could have 8 different iPhones on sale. That's not a product lineup, that is a Cheesecake Factory menu. Staggering the release lets each phone breathe. It stops the Pro model from cannibalizing the base model on day one. Plus, it spreads out the hype. Instead of one crazy month in September, Apple dominates the news cycle twice a year. Smart business, annoying for impatient people like me. Now, let's talk about the actual phone. When the iPhone 18 finally does arrive in spring 2027, what are we getting? Well, one change sounds boring until you realize how annoying the current feature is. The camera control button. You know, that little touch-sensitive slider they added? The one you accidentally swipe while trying to take a picture of your cat? Yeah, that one. Rumor has it Apple is ditching the touch sensitivity. No more swiping. It will just be a button. You press it, it takes a photo. Groundbreaking technology, I know. But seriously, removing the capacitive layer fixes the biggest complaint people have. Sometimes, a button should just be a button. Design-wise, we are entering speculation territory, but it's educated guessing. The Pro phones have moved to this new internal layout that allows for way bigger batteries. If Apple brings that same engineering to the base iPhone 18, we could see a massive jump in battery life. We are talking 4,000 milliamp hours or more. Combine that with the fact that the base model only has 2 cameras, meaning more empty space inside for battery cells, and suddenly the cheap iPhone might be the battery king. Then there is the silicon, the A20 chip. We expect the iPhone 18 to run on a version of the A20 built on the 2-nanometer process. That is nerd speak for very fast and very efficient. But the real secret sauce might be the modem. Apple is expected to finally ditch Qualcomm and use their own in-house 5G modem. Modems aren't sexy. They don't make for good billboards. But an Apple-made modem integrated with an Apple-made chip could result in insane power efficiency. Your battery won't drain just because you dared to use 5G. And finally, RAM. I would bet my house, okay, maybe not my house, maybe a nice sandwich, that the iPhone 18 comes with 12 gigabytes of RAM. Not out of the goodness of Tim Cook's heart, but because Apple Intelligence needs it. If you want your phone to think for you, It needs the brain power to back it up. So, here is the verdict. The iPhone 18 is going to be late, but it's going to be polished. It will likely fix the annoying buttons, have incredible battery life, and run on futuristic silicon. It's a refinement year, not a revolution. And by pushing it to spring, Apple is basically admitting that the iPhone 17 is good enough to last a little longer. What do you think? Are you mad about the delay? Or are you happy to keep your current phone for another 6 months? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this, hit that subscribe button. We are tracking every single leak, so you don't have to. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.